welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing another movie, but this movie is a little bit more serious. I'm going to be reviewing Minari. Minari is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a while now because it's exactly my type of movie. It's slow burn. It's one of those movies where everything happens but nothing happens at the same time. And for the most part, I was not disappointed. Minari is a movie about a Korean family, the Yi family, that moves to Arkansas in the 1980s, and they want to try and make a successful farm out there and make a life for themselves and achieve the American dream. This movie has a lot going for it. You know, it explores the American dream, this belief in the American dream, and you really explore that through the parents of the movie. The father, Jacob, he really wants this farm to work out and to have his children see that he can succeed at something. And the mother, on the other hand, wants to be a part of the city. She wants to be in the Korean community in California, and she just wants to pay off all their debts so their children can live a happy life. And these two ideas really come into tension in the movie, and you really get to see how it causes conflict between Jacob and the mother, Monica, which is very interesting. Even though this movie is set in Arkansas, and it's about the only Korean family in a town of white people, there isn't a lot of exploration on the racism that you would expect this movie would explore. And I actually really like that, because I think in a lot of movies it's kind of lazy when you just have white people being racist towards like the Asian family in a movie, which obviously that sort of thing happens, but I really like how you get a sort of alienation of the Yi family without having characters outright say that they say racist things towards the family, which I really like. The movie style is very much focused on the American landscape. When you watch this movie, it really feels like you're reading one of those classic novels you had to read as a high schooler, like Grapes of Wrath and things like that. And when I was reading the Wikipedia for this movie, the director originally wanted to adapt one of Willa Cather's movies. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but if you've read her books, they're very much focused on the environment, and you can really see that influence play out in this movie. There's so many scenes of the outdoors and the children running through the grass and the woods, and there's just a very loving view of the environment in Arkansas. So I really appreciated that. And the point of view of this movie, there's a lot of it seen through the son's perspective, the young son's perspective, and this offered kind of that hint of wonder and amazement at this new world. And I thought that the inclusion of his point of view was also very, very apt. I also really liked the use of language in this film as well. The Jacob and Monica, the parents, they mostly used Korean with each other, but with their kids, they used both Korean and English, which I thought was very realistic to a lot of immigrant families that immigrate to the United States. They would keep their language and speak their language to their kids, but also have a bit of English sprinkled here and there. And I also thought it was really accurate that the kids would speak more English than their parents, but they would also speak Korean as well. So that dynamic, that language dynamic, really added a sense of realism to the story. And the ending I thought was a little too on the nose and a little too nicely wrapped up, I guess. So I think that some of the hard choices that were mentioned in the movie, I won't spoil it, especially with the father, he struggles a lot with having to choose throughout the movie, choosing between his dream, his individual dream of having this farm work out for him, and being able to sell these vegetables to the city, versus having enough money and having the stability to be with his family and provide for his family. And I thought that that conflict and that tension didn't come to a satisfying resolution in the end, and he didn't really have to make those like hard choices. So overall, though, this movie is gorgeous, and if you're someone like me that loves a slow burn and loves just people having conversations with each other and seeing a quiet slice of life family drama, then this movie is absolutely perfect for that. And I really liked it. So I think in the end I'm gonna give it an A-, like a 90. So yeah, let me know what you think of this movie, and I'll see you in my next one.